20-foot 10 outlines for the ICFs. We're going to drill, I think, 48 holes. The 20-footers, they need to be bent. Good morning, friends. It's another new day. We're going to get the drawing and mark out on the footing the actual footprint of the ICFs, the insulated concrete forms, the big styrofoam blocks. We're going to mark out all the corner points. So let's get started. Trying to save a buck. This dimension is 12-foot 3. Pretty good. And this one, 20-foot 10 and 5/8. So I marked it with a red pencil. Adjusted the string as needed until I got it square. And then went in with a Sharpie, put some marks on all the corners and occasionally along the line. Our next step is a double check the placement for drilling the vertical rebar. This Bosch hammer drill, and we're going to drill I think 48 holes so we can get that vertical rebar in place. I broke my bit. Broke my bit. All right, I got another bit. It's already got a little wobble in it. So let's see what happens. So I have all the holes drilled, and now I'm going to run around with a vacuum cleaner. I got a little grinder. I got a couple little high spots, little nuggets I want to take down and maybe clean up around the drains a little bit with the grinder. And then I'm going to wash everything down. It's very important to wash it and have that concrete clean when I use that spray foam to attach the ICF to the footing. That's what's going to hold it in place. And you don't want that to float or rise up. So it's important that that spray foam insulation has a clean surface to attach to. All right, friends, I'm all done washing it down. Things are coming along real good, and I'm well pleased. If you liked the video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Continuing on with the root cellar project, and we're just about ready to start to do the assembly of the ICFs. And there's one thing that I'm lacking is rebar. There's a lot of rebar that goes in there, according to the plans that I'm following. Yours may not require as much as mine. But anyhow, I have a rebar laydown yard that I cut just a tremendous amount of the rebar ahead of time, and that's what you see behind me here. So whenever I need rebar, I just come out here, grab it, and go. But the 20-footers, which did not need to be cut, they need to be bent. A whole bunch of these 20-footers right down here that have to have a 90-degree bend in them. So I'm going to come out here with a mule, grab a whole bunch of these, drag them over near the root cellar pit, and that's where I'm going to bed them. Horizontal rebar for 5 courses, 25, 30, 32. I'm going to drag over 32 to get the ball game going. I'm going to guess this is about 700 pounds worth. So let's see what happens. So I'm going to get started bending those, and this is number 4 rebar, which is 1/2 inch and grade 60. So anyways, a lot of bending, a lot of labor. I got it all bent and ready to go, and so when it comes time to assembling those ICFs, we just grab the rebar. Now I got to go get 52 or 53 rebar. I got to put in these holes before I start putting the ICF blocks in. So there might be some already over there. All right, the task at hand is taking all those rebars and hammer them down into the holes in the footing, my vertical rebar. So let's get started with that. I'm leaving the corner vertical rebar out at this time. There's a plastic tube that the rebar has to go down in the ICF, the corner ICF. I want to make sure that things are where they need to be before I put those in. And if they are where they need to be, then it should just drop right in. Now to go get the 7 pieces of rebar to make the loop around the foundation. All right, friends, I got the 7 pieces of rebar to go all around the footing perimeter. They all look good. They got at least 20 inches of overlap, and a lot of them got just a lot more than that, like right here. But I'm well pleased. All right, friends, I was coming up and down the ladder there and stumbled a little bit, and it reminded me that I should probably get these safety caps on. And then it also reminded me, before that, I got to put these little guys on. They go on like that. What these are for, take a close look. I tapered the inside edge. Only on one end, the other side's cut. Taper this. Put it on. And when the wall is all built, and we're working up on the top, and we need to get the vertical rebar, because this is only 30 inches. It needs to continue all the way up to the top of the wall. So when you stick that long piece down, dangling it down there, you get it down in there, and then just a little tap with a hammer, and it's in place. When the concrete is being poured and everything is splashing around, it holds it nice, and you got your 20-inch overlap. So that's what these are for. So I have enough of these made for every vertical rebar, and then putting these orange caps on top. Around here in this area where the ladder is, where I'm coming in and out, if I was to stumble, I would not want to hit the top of one of those. So this plastic is a safety device keeping you from impaling yourself. So I'm going to go get these mounted on all of them, and some of these orange caps mounted, and keep on pushing forward. Next step, grab something to drink and start bringing down ICFs. All the concrete work is done down in the pit, and now we can focus on getting these ICFs untarped and down in the pit where they need to be. Once again, this is Steve from Pure Michigan Living. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.